Today on the Topping Show, California Public Library has a vending machine that gives out free Plan B, lube, condoms, and more right next to an elementary school. Alex Jones to sue the CIA and FBI for civil rights violations. Tennessee passes a law allowing teachers to defend themselves and their students via the Second Amendment, which enrages Gavin Newsom. California school employee beats a disabled student on the bus. Scrabble removes the competition part of the game to attract Gen Z. Google to make their own chips. And Hyundai Kia repairing about 3.4 million vehicles due to a recent recall. All of that and much more on The Topping Show. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you reach the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Scrabble making a new version to removing the competition to attract Gen Z. Which is another sad metaphor for modern society when more and more people acquiesce from competition, which is what made America great. Now, this comes to us thanks to Melissa Cantor over at LinkedIn News, and she noted that, quote, Mattel is rewriting the Scrabble rules for a new generation. In response to data suggesting that Gen Z is less competitive than the pre-1997 set, the toy maker is releasing a new version of the 75-year-old board game that's faster and more collaborative and less intimidating, unquote. Which, if you're intimidated by a board game, that is so pathetic. Words can barely describe and disgust. And it also shows how soft Americans have become. Now, they also note that the originalists should hold their expulsations. They also note that, quote, the new Scrabble Together, which dispenses with the competition and turns word formulation into a group effort, won't replace the original game. Its board is two-sided and accommodates both models of play. Plus, it will be played primarily by, quote, Queen's English speakers, and it's available in the UK, but not in the US, unquote. Yet. We see this with most trends because, again, there's a huge value in terms of mass production and having products that are just shared nationwide. So I like components in electronics vehicles. Eventually, in the global economy, it does make business sense to just pump them out and send them everywhere. Now, they note that Mattel holds a European license to Scrabble, but its brand is Hasbro's hands for stateside. So there's 3 toy companies left. Kidding. Kind of. Not really. There's been a lot of consolidation in that industry the past couple decades. They note that Gen Z may have a point about toning down the competition. According to Mattel's survey, 49% of Scrabble players have attempted to make up a word. What? So they try to cheat? I don't understand. Just because people are trying to cheat in the game doesn't mean they don't like the game. I mean, Shakespeare is famous for making up words. Now, granted, we know people aren't trying to be Shakespearean when they're actually playing the game. But, I mean, maybe this will sell off. Maybe this will just fly off the shelves like hotcakes. Or some popular toy like the Nintendo's. But, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how quickly it sells overseas and when it does migrate to the United States. Again, we're seeing so many of these things as people acquiesce from competition, and I mean, that's what makes America great, in my opinion, and the world. I mean, the best ideas, the best businesses, are all result from competition, free market. So let me know, do you think this will fly off the shelves and be a brilliant product that will be enjoyed by millions of people, or do you think it'll kind of flop miserably? I mean, it might make these toy companies millions of dollars. It might. Or they might just alienate purists and make people wonder, why am I investing in your company again via buying your product? But let me know. I'd be fascinated to hear, what do you have to say about this subject? Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leave us a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.